Welcome to our weekly news digest, where we bring you the top stories shaping the country. I'm Aselь Satubaldina, and here is what's making headlines this week in Kazakhstan. This week, President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev embarked on an official visit to Serbia and Hungary, strengthening Kazakhstan's ties with key partners in Europe. In Serbia, President Tokayev met with President Aleksandar Vučić to discuss a wide range of topics, including economic cooperation and trade partnerships. The presidents commended the growth in bilateral trade over recent years, but also highlighted that the current global geopolitical and economic challenges call for even closer cooperation. Tokayev mentioned industry, mining, agriculture and healthcare as key areas of cooperation. As part of the visit, Kazakhstan and Serbia signed agreements in the fields of defense, space, education and tourism. The country's key think tanks also signed a memorandum of understanding. From Belgrade, President Tokayev traveled to Budapest for a state visit where he met with Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban. During this meeting, Tokayev said the main goal of his visit is to give fresh momentum to the multifaceted cooperation between the countries. Energy, transport and logistics were key areas of focus. Priority was given to joint projects in the oil and gas sector, agriculture, logistics, nuclear industry and financial sector. As part of the visit, Kazakhstan's Samruk-Kazyna Sovereign Wealth Fund and Hungary's National Capital Holding agreed to implement joint investment projects. A tripartite framework agreement was signed between Kazakhstan's Ministry of Agriculture, Kazakh Invest and Hungarian UBM Group to launch projects for animal feed production and premixes in Kazakhstan. Additional agreements were finalized between national railway operators, leading oil and gas companies, and financial regulators. This week, the Kazakh Parliament discussed the national budget for the next 3 years. Key budget priorities include fully meeting the state's social commitments, investing in human capital by strengthening support for science, education, and healthcare. The proposed budget expenditures are set at 25.75 trillion tenge for 2025, 23.17 trillion tenge for 2026, and 24.57 trillion tenge for 2027. The Senate proposed several amendments, including allocating an additional 60 billion tenge next year for regional development, addressing water supply and sanitation issues, among other critical areas. The decision was made to return the draft law to the Majlis, with the proposed amendments for further consideration. The Kazakh Energy Ministry reported that in the first 10 months of 2024, Kazakhstan transported 57.8 million tons of oil through its main pipeline system. Here is a breakdown of the key figures. Over 26% of the oil, equivalent to 15.1 million tons, was delivered to local refineries. Approximately 46.3 million tons of oil were transported via the Caspian Pipeline Consortium. The Aktau port sent over 3.1 million tons of oil, including 1.6 million tons to the port of Makhachkala and 1.2 million tons through the Baku-Tbilisi-Ceyhan pipeline. Oil transit through Kazakhstan's territory reached 8.4 million tons during this period, with 8.2 million tons transported along the Russia-China road and 270,000 tons sent from Russia to Uzbekistan. Kazakhstan continues to export its oil to major international markets, including Italy, the Netherlands, China, South Korea, Romania, France, Greece and Turkey. Aktau, a city on Kazakhstan's Caspian Sea coast, has been designated as the cultural capital of the Turkic World for 2025. The Kazakh city receives this status from previous cultural capital, the city of Aktau, located in Turkmenistan. As the new cultural capital, Aktau will host a diverse range of cultural and educational activities. Planned events include a symposium for artists and sculptors, a festival of artisans, and historical and scientific conferences. The designation of a city as the cultural capital of the Turkic world is an initiative by Turksoy to celebrate and promote the shared heritage, art, and traditions of Turkic-speaking nations. That's it with this week's Kazakhstan Weekly News Digest. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates. Until next time.